A $40 Kirkland cashmere sweater is real cashmere, often from the same mills that feed the $200 mall names. You walked right past that rack chasing a logo. The smart guy already buys it and laughs. 8 Kirkland items secretly better than $200 brands. 3 to skip. You know the rack, I mean. You pushed the cart past it 100 times. The folded sweaters, the stacks of tees, the plain trousers with no name you recognized. And you kept walking toward the logo, toward the markup. That stops today. Here is what is actually on that rack, item by item, and exactly what each one quietly beats. Number 1. Kirkland Cashmere. Here is the spec that should stop you cold. A Kirkland Signature cashmere sweater runs about $40 to $50, and it is 100% real cashmere, grade A fiber, the long, fine Mongolian stuff the luxury houses fight over. Grade is what matters most. Longer, finer fibers stay soft and resist pilling, where short, coarse cashmere goes scratchy and fuzzes by February. Now the part the boutique does not advertise. The world's cashmere flows through a small number of mills, mostly in Inner Mongolia. The fiber that reaches the premium knitting houses reportedly comes off the same supply that reaches the Kirkland maker. I will hedge that because nobody confirms it per sweater. But the fiber grade in your hands tells the story the price tag will not. A J. Crew or Banana Republic cashmere asks $150 to $200 for the comparable knit. The Kirkland asks $40. Same goat, same general grade, a quarter of the money or less. Here's how you check it yourself at the rack. Feel the hand. Real grade. A cashmere is soft and dense, not thin and scratchy. Read the label for 100% cashmere, no blend hiding in the fine print. The grade in your hands is the grade the premium house knits. Your grandfather's good sweater was real cashmere and lasted 20 years. This is that at a warehouse price, $40 for what he would have called a proper sweater. The label is never the cloth. You walked past this rack for years, chasing a small embroidered logo. The smart guy 2 carts over was quietly stacking 3 of these for the price of your one. Read the fiber tag, not the brand patch. The next one is the item men buy by the armful and never think about again. Number 2. Kirkland Heavyweight Crew Tees. Let me ask you something. What are you actually paying for in a $40 premium t-shirt? Because the Kirkland 6-pack runs about $20 to $25. That is roughly $4 a shirt. And these are not thin throwaway tees. 100% combed cotton, around 205 grams a square meter. A genuine heavyweight. Combed means the short, weak fibers are combed out before spinning, so the shirt resists pilling and holds a smooth surface wash after wash. Pre-shrunk, so they keep their fit instead of creeping up your stomach by month 2. They carry thousands of cult reviews from men who buy nothing else. Compare that to a premium single tee at $35 or $40 a piece. The construction gap does not come close to justifying an 8-fold price difference per shirt. Here is the 10-second test at the rack. Stretch the hem and watch it recover. Feel the weight. A heavy 200-gram tee is opaque and substantial, where the throwaway runs thin and sheer. The Kirkland passes both. And if you want to step up, Kirkland also runs a Peruvian Pima tee, the finer long staple cotton. Sold on its own for about $15, still a fraction of the designer price. Combed cotton at $4 a shirt. Both beat a $40 tee on the only thing that matters, the cotton against your skin. That is where your money went. Into cotton, not into a campaign. You're buying the same kind of shirt without the boutique markup stapled to the collar. The smart guy figured this out a decade ago and stopped overpaying for a blank tee with a small woven flag. The next one is the denim story nobody wants to tell you straight. Number 3. Kirkland Jeans. Put 2 pairs side by side. A premium denim brand asks $70, $90, sometimes well over $100. The Kirkland jean asks about $17. Now I have to be straight with you, because the longtime buyers already know. The original Kirkland jean was 100% cotton rigid denim, a quiet gold standard, the honest stuff that broke in and lasted for years. Then Costco caved to the stretch trend, the same as everyone else. Today's pair is a blend, about 70% cotton with recycled polyester, viscose, and a touch of elastane. The purists are not happy, and I understand why, but here is the honest value that still stands. It is a 12.5-ounce denim, around 424 grams a square meter. That is genuinely heavy cloth, not the thin stuff. Double-stitched, with reinforced hems and reinforced back pockets built to be worn hard. $17 buys that. And the $90 mall jean beside it is often lighter, just as blended, and charges you for the logo on the patch. So read the weight and the construction, not just the price tag. The Kirkland is not the rigid gold standard it once was. I will not pretend it is, but pound for pound, dollar for dollar, it still outbuilds the jean that costs 5 times more. If you want the old 100% cotton run, you hunt the racks and the resale listings for it. The man who owns a pair from the gold standard years guards them like denim should be guarded. The label is never the cloth. The next one is the secret hiding in the dress pants rack. Number 4. Kirkland wool dress trousers. Here is the insider one, and you have to know to look for it. Kirkland has long run a wool dress trouser, historically around $40 to $50, and historically milled and made in Italy. I will flag that current production origin can shift season to season, so check the label in your hand. When you find the Italian milled run, you are holding real wool, not the polyester blend slacks that dominate the budget rack and feel like a shower curtain by noon. Real wool breathes, it drapes, it springs back from a wrinkle instead of holding the crease of your last sitting. A comparable Italian wool trouser from a mall tailoring brand runs $150 to $200. The Kirkland, when it is in stock, runs about $50. Same fiber category, same general weight, a third of the price, sometimes less. The catch is consistency. These come and go, and the make can vary by run. This is the one you inspect rather than buy blind. But a man who knows to check the fiber content and the made-wear walks out with a genuine wool trouser for the price of a polyester one. Here is exactly what to check at the rack. Read the fiber content first. You want pure wool or a high wool worsted, not a poly blend. Then read the made-wear. An Italian milled or honest worsted run at $40 to $50 is the find. The polyester slacks beside it for the same money are the trap. Same rack, opposite buy. The man who knows keeps an eye on it year-round. The next one takes on the mail-order dress shirt names directly. Number 5. Kirkland non-iron dress shirts. Quick question. How much should a wrinkle-resistant cotton dress shirt actually cost? Because Paul Frederick will happily charge you $95 for one, and the mall heritage names hover right up there with them. The Kirkland non-iron dress shirt comes in under $30. It is cotton with a wrinkle-resistant finish, cut for a normal working man. It does the one job a non-iron shirt exists to do. It comes out of the dryer ready to wear and holds a clean collar through a workday. Now I will be straight about the trade, because Bill does not sell you fairy tales. A non-iron finish on any shirt, Kirkland or Paul Frederick, is a resin treatment, and over many washes it softens. That is true at $30, and it is true at $95. The difference is that when the Kirkland finally wears, you replace a $30 shirt, not a $95 one. You can own 3 Kirkland non-irons for the price of a single mail-order shirt doing the identical job. And here is the quiet part. The boutique non-iron uses the same kind of wrinkle-resist resin the Kirkland does. Identical chemistry, identical job, on the same cotton. You're not buying a better finish at $95. You're buying a more expensive collar tag. The label is never the cloth. Read the price per shirt, and the math stops being close. The next one is the everyday pant the warehouse sells for a quarter of the mall price. Number 6. Kirkland chinos. Let me give you the verdict before the setup. A Tommy Hilfiger chino will run you around $74.50. The Kirkland chino runs about $20. For comparable cotton twill cut for a real man's day, that is the whole argument in 2 numbers. Cotton twill is cotton twill, a tight, durable weave that takes a press and survives a wash. The Tommy version adds a flag on the hip and triples the price for it. The Kirkland version skips the flag and keeps the cloth. Are they identical down to the last stitch? No, and I will not pretend it. The boutique chino may have a slightly cleaner finish at the waistband, but you are not paying $54 extra for a waistband. You are paying it for a logo you cannot even see under a shirt. Check the twill weight while you are at it. A heavier cotton twill holds a press and survives the wash, where a thin chino bags at the knee by summer. The Kirkland twill is honest and mid-weight, built to repeat. The smart guy buys 2 pairs, pockets the difference, and dresses exactly as well as the man who funded somebody's marketing budget. Read the cloth and the cut, not the patch. The next one is the quiet daily wear goldmine you never think to upgrade. Number 7. Kirkland Pima undershirts and merino socks. Here is the spec nobody brags about. Kirkland runs Pima cotton undershirts and V-necks and merino blend socks at prices that treat premium basics like commodities, because they are. A Pima undershirt uses the same long staple cotton that makes the cult tees smooth and pill-resistant, except this one lives under your dress shirt where nobody sees the label anyway, which makes paying a premium for a logo genuinely absurd. The merino blend socks are the sleeper. Merino wool regulates temperature, resists odor, and wicks moisture, the reason serious hikers pay $15 to $20 a pair for it. Kirkland sells merino blend at a multi-pack price that makes the boutique sock aisle look like a robbery. These are the items where the logo tax is most insulting because they are invisible in wear. Nobody admires your undershirt. Nobody compliments your sock brand. So the only thing a premium label buys you here is a lighter wallet. Put a number on the socks. A serious merino hiking sock from Darn Tough or Smart Wool runs $18 to $25 a pair. Kirkland sells a merino blend multi-pack at a few dollars a pair. The wool does the same job, warm when it is cold, cool when it is warm, and it will not stink after a long day. The man who reads the fiber on his basics, Pima on the cotton, merino on the wool, dresses better from the skin out. For a fraction, the next one is not a Kirkland label at all, but it is the same warehouse trick. Number 8. The real brands, marked down. Here is the comparison that closes the loop. Not everything worth grabbing at the warehouse wears the Kirkland name. Costco rotates genuine name brands onto its floor at warehouse pricing. And it is the identical brand, not a substitute. Pendleton wool, Eddie Bauer down, and on a good day in the tailoring section you find serious American suiting names. The Hickey Freeman and Hart Schaffner Marks tier, sitting at a fraction of the department store price. This is the same engine as everything above, just pointed at the brands themselves. Costco buys deep and strips the retail margin. It passes a real Pendleton wool piece or a real Eddie Bauer down to you for far less than the boutique charges. The label is real. The cloth is real. Only the markup is missing. The trick is selection. You buy the genuine brand when the warehouse has it because it rotates and sells fast to the men who already know. The smart guy walks that floor with his eyes open, knowing the same goose down jacket hangs at the mall for double. Put real numbers on it. A Pendleton wool shirt runs well over $100 at the brand's own store. An Eddie Bauer down jacket, the same or more. On the Costco floor, those same pieces land for a fraction because the warehouse bought the pallet and skipped the markup. And the tailoring section is the sleeper. A real Hickey Freeman or Hart Schaffner Marks jacket, names that cost 4 figures at retail, can turn up for hundreds. The brand is identical. Same down fill, same wool, a fraction of the receipt. Only the price changed. Read the brand and the price together, and the warehouse beats the boutique at its own game. Now, to keep this honest, here are 3 I would tell you to skip. First, the cheap synthetic and poly blend pieces. The warehouse carries them like everyone does. The bargain fleece, the slick athletic layers, the budget polyester ones pill, trap odor, and feel like plastic after a season. A fiber tag reading mostly polyester at a low price is not a goldmine. It is just a cheap shirt. Polyester does not breathe, so you sweat in it and it holds the smell wash after wash. Second, the trend-driven fashion items, the seasonal printed pieces and logo-chasing styles that drift onto the floor to catch an impulse. Those are not the value play. The value play is the boring, repeatable basics in real fiber, not the thing that looks dated by next spring. You wear a real basic for 10 years. You wear a trend for 10 weeks. Third, watch the inconsistent runs. Certain rotating apparel arrives thin or cut oddly, and sizing is not always consistent batch to batch. The fix is simple. Inspect before you buy. Check the fiber content, feel the weight, and try it on. The warehouse is a gold mine, not a magic shelf. The 8 above are the gold. These 3 are just the dirt around it. So here is the whole thing in one breath. Read the fiber, real cashmere, long staple cotton, pure wool, merino. Read the ply and the weight, where 2 beats 1 and heavy outlasts thin. Read the made wear and grab the real brands when the warehouse marks them down. Do that and the $200 wall stops making any sense at all. The fiber does the work. The logo just does the billing. Walk that warehouse floor reading tags. You will dress better than the man who paid 4 times as much for a patch he cannot even see. I'm Bill. I read the cloth, not the label. If you missed our breakdown on the men's clothing brands robbing you blind, it's linked below at 370,000 views. And our video on the clothing built to last a lifetime covers the same pattern at 199,000 views. Subscribe. This channel reads the cloth, not the label.